Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half movie show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Koco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all over wrestling radio. Boom Boom here, checking the room live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there, way across the pond there in Kawasaki, Japan, the Tampa Bay Lightning, Tokyo Giants, Frontier superfan, Dave Koco.
And the Frontiers are in the. So, I know you didn't want to bring this up. You kind of regret it. But the Frontiers won the playoff game. They're one more playoff game. So, like the conference finals. And then they go to the X Bowl. And then they go to the Rice Bowl. And that is 100% accurate. And I know you don't give a shit. But I'm just probably representing the Tampa Bay Lightning.
They have a championship in Japan called the Rice Bowl.
Yes, and no one seems to be offended by it.
Okay, well, it's not racist if they do it.
So, yeah, we have the Rice Bowl and the X Bowl, and our team is fucking whooping that ass, so hopefully they keep it up. Nice. And, yeah, I'm just representing Koco Plays. Go subscribe now. If this ends early, we'll do the 42nd day in a row. It's not really a day in a row, but 42nd episode of Fire Pro Wrestling. I'll be taking on Brock Lesnar in a WWF for the WWF title and a Survivor Series ring. I really want to promote Koco Plays a lot. No one watches me play video games. It's like they would rather be playing video games.
Why does Dave Koco have a YouTube channel called Koco Plays? Because he's not smart enough to set up a Twitch account.
Exactly. I'm just too lazy. Like, I'm the type of guy that will stay in a relationship way too long. Like, I hate you, YouTube, but fuck it, I'm here. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, boobs. Let's talk news. So much going down in the hood. Let's rock some stories, then we'll rock some live comments.
Yeah, the one that seems to be getting a lot of people's dander up right now is Enzo Amore, or Eric Arndt, the man formerly known as Enzo Amore, crashed Survivor Series this past Sunday. He put on a very poor disguise. Think like Bobby Heenan back on the first episode of Monday Night Raw. I think something like that, but it was actually reality and Enzo Amore. And he took off the really bad costume, started making an ass of himself, but it's Enzo, so I repeat myself. Got thrown out by security, and there were even measures taken last night on Raw. They had his picture posted everywhere. The security was not going to let him in. In fact, one fan happened to have like a Lucha Libre mask on. They made the fan take off his mask just to see if it was Enzo Amore up under there.
Are you for real?
Oh, I'm fucking for real, baby.
See, my whole thing is, until you told me that, I was like, well, why don't you just show up? It's not like they're looking for him. I was wrong. I thought he would just show up. I just thought it was ridiculous. Here's the thing. I understand why WWE is ignoring it. And I understand why Enzo did it. And as an independent, his storyline, it makes sense. Going with the title, like, it just makes sense. It would sell tickets locally. It's a great independent thing. It's an ECW thing. Everything went perfect except one thing. I don't know if I'd be sharing this footage because that security guard took him down with fucking ease. Like, bro,
it was a woman too.
Well, don't be sexist, Boom Boom. Didn't you watch Wonder Woman? Didn't you see the Ghostbusters? But seriously, that woman took him down with ease. It was the most ridiculous. Like, everything about it. Like, I understand why WWE is ignoring it. It's fucking ridiculous on WWE's end. But I completely understand, as a former independent pro wrestling promoter, I completely understand why you do it. It's genius. Locally, it's just a great fucking idea. And all happened. The fans were chanting. It's great footage. And then here comes fucking, PC culture feminist fucking superwoman of the year just tackling that motherfucker like an idiot. And I was just like, everything went according to plan until you got fucking knocked the fuck out. Not knocked the fuck out, but tackled. But it was hilarious.
It would have been okay had a fan not got her arm hurt, like during the melee. I think when the security guard pulled him down, he fell backwards, hit a fan, and I think she hurt her arm. And that if that hadn't happened, the whole fucking incident would have been goddamn hilarious. But somebody got hurt, so it's not.
Man, hold on, not so fast, my fellow friend. Is this a legit injury or is this I'm fucking suing people injury?
Medical. I don't want to. I guess maybe I'll go as far as say paramedics who were there checked her out. I don't know. Just somebody reported an arm injury. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, because when I read it, maybe I'm just.
I'm not trying to make any claim that this is a legit or not a legit injury. I'm saying someone after this incident reported, "Hey, my hurt my arm."
Now here's the thing. Not to leave course of you so early. If she's legit hurt, I tip my hat to you. But I am such a cynical fucking asshole. The first thing I thought of is remember people slipping on the floor and be like, my back and my kidney. That's what I just pictured.
Oh, yeah. That's when people pull some shit on me.
That's what I just remember. I just remember like, my kidneys. I'm taking it to court. Or we can settle this for $1.25 in a Snickers bar. Like, that's what I just pictured. And Vince is like, no, I think your fucking arm's shot. Here's the fucking lawyers. Go after them. Overall, I think someone got hurt. If they got legit hurt, that sucks. And everything looked awesome, except getting tackled by that. Like, and the thing is, obviously he wanted to go, but dude, she just scooped him up like, oh, bam! Time to go home. Time to go home, Cruiserweight champ. So listen, you're right. Here's the thing. You're absolutely right that I can't picture like the ECW invasion or WCW invasion getting tackled by it. Oh, dude, it's so great. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know. It brings joy to my heart. I'm sorry. But he's still selling it like it's a big deal. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, just when you think about it, what do you just think about the stunt altogether?
I think it's a really good idea for an independent promotion and him on paper, and everything that could have went wrong. You know what I mean? Like, he got tackled by a security guard, some lady hurt her arm, and WWE's probably going to back.
He's not even really wrestling anymore. He's rapping now. I think his rapper name is Real REAL, and the number 1.
Oh, I'm going to fucking sue him for copyright. I'm the huge one. I'm the only one.
No, that's not true.
I used to be really fat, but I'm getting fat. Booms. I got like a little because here's the thing. I'm living with Bear Friend, and Bear Friend does not follow directions at all. I'm like, listen, all I want is one chicken breast, air fried, so the grease goes down, no skin, and steamed veggies, steamed corn. And she's like, got it. And she's like, you meant 12 potatoes, rice balls, and I'm like, where? Why? Why are you trying so hard, Bear Friend? I'm gonna be fat again, Booms. It's scared. I can't help myself. But I have to hit the gym. I'm gonna be the huge one again. It's gonna suck. I'm getting fat, Booms. I'm getting fat again.
No, you got
never good. So anyway, yeah. I think it was a really smart idea that went horribly wrong. Like, on paper, it was a great idea.
For one, I can't believe he actually got in.
I can't believe they were trying to stop him. I just thought.
Well, I mean, he got up there. He was disrupting the show. He was making a horse's ass of himself. But that's Enzo, so that goes without saying. And no, there's no room for that. I mean, it's just seriously a lack of maturity. I mean, it's like, I don't think they would have scripted something like this because it's too goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Let's just try to get stock up.
What is his problem? I mean, I really want to know, what the fuck is his problem?
He wants to be famous without talent. He's the KocoSports of wrestling.
I was about to say, shit, marry a goddamn Kardashian.
Yeah, problem solved. Problem stayed solved. I don't know, because my whole thing is, if there wasn't a promotion to attach that to, what the fuck was the point of it? You know what I mean? Does he think he's going to sell more rap albums?
Only thing he did was he just sent out a tweet afterwards. I don't know if he got arrested or not, but he just said, still legit, And I'm like, legit what?
Yeah,
I mean, there was no point. Okay, if it's like to hype up his album, okay. If he was wrestling, if he was actually wrestling and trying to hype up, you know, the fact that he's going to appear at the fucking National Guard Armory this Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
But
if he's not attached to an indie promotion, it's really fucking dumb. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was going to be in some indie wrestling, like, you know, like, hey, I'm part of fucking FYZ down the street, you know, but that's not the case at all. Maybe he's just so obsessed with fame he can't let it go. You know, I don't know.
You know, I think I've got a feeling this is not going to like the Enzo Amore story is not going to have a happy ending if he don't get his fucking shit straight. Because this kid's going to wind up fucking 6 feet goddamn under if he didn't.
Well, his tag partner from the before and after photos don't look good. So that's sad because they had so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at it. That's the saddest story of the year. All right, before we go to the next news story, let's read some live comments. Heavy J says, Enzo is the ex who don't get that. It's over. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah, he cut a track on like Liv Morgan. Apparently they used to date, and she broke up with him because he cheated on her, but he's bitching at her.
Gotcha. Zach Rowe. I hate everything about Enzo. He's narcissistic. I can't read that word. And arrogant, but still, the security guard was a bit over the top. Yeah, that I don't know. Here's the thing. I think she was a bit over the top because, like, no one was in danger. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was in danger, but he was just sitting on his fucking chair, you know? But with her being way over the top, it brought joy to me. I don't know why. Am I a bad person, Booms, that it brought joy to me?
No, I think everybody likes to see Enzo get his ass kicked.
So, I actually don't even hate Enzo that much. And fuck your feelings, bitches, says you lost weight, Koco. I actually lost 35 kilos, over 70 pounds, but I'm getting it back. So I used to be skinnier.
Yeah. He lived off carrots and sadness for about a year.
So, but I have to get back. I don't want to be fat again. But food is good. Moving on.
Moving along. You know, speaking of Survivor Series, Nia Jax was practically booed out of the building. She was the sole survivor for the Raw team during the women's Survivor Series match. Of course, a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, I mean fans and maybe a few ladies on the SmackDown roster are pissed off because she's the one who legitimately busted Becky Lynch open, gave her concussion. Survivor Series was supposed to be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. That's been changed. There's rumors now that this may be the main event, and you did not hear that wrong, main event for WrestleMania coming up. But the controversy is a lot of people are really throwing out the question. They're throwing out that this isn't the first person that Nia Jax has been blamed for injuring. And is Nia Jax an unsafe worker? Does she need to either be fired or go back to developmental?
Well, nothing's going to happen to her because it's WWE. But here's the thing. I do notice people who can't wrestle injure people more. I'm starting at 1 + 1 = fucking A. It's just sad. I don't know. It's fucking pathetically sad. And listen, I am a fan of Miss Jax, okay? I think I like the bigger women. I like the bigger women that can go, period. I'm a fan of it. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, why wouldn't they whoop ass? With that said, how many fucking people do you have to injure and you're not that talented? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many big women on the indies, that are not.
Some of the arguments that defenders are making, well, actually, people on both sides are making, and you just kind of give me your initial response to it. The initial response, everybody's, well, hey, this isn't ballet.
Yeah, but then why don't you just do the UFC? Like, all right, fine. I completely agree. Go do the UFC. This isn't ballet. Yeah, you're going to take your bumps. You're going to take your bruises. You're going to take that. But you're not going to be injuring people as much as she is. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're a professional. Like, I don't know. It would be like okay, I'm being over the top, but that's my personality, I guess. It would be like going to the gun range shooting you in the fucking chest and not at the target and be like, yo, it ain't ballet. It's like, no, I know it's not ballet, but motherfucker, shoot down range at the target. It's not into my chest. So I just think it's fucking retarded. Like, if it's wear and tear. If it's wear and tear part of the job, then yeah, it's not ballet. But if you go out there and someone fucking trusts you and you bust open her fucking face, you're an asshole. You know what I mean?
All right. Another argument would be that not even WWE's mad at her. A lot of the female wrestlers, even some of the ones involved are not mad at her. So why should
they are? They are without a doubt. They're not allowed to say it. WWE's not mad at her because she's one of the fucking chosen ones. Get the fuck out. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's just say you loved your job and you saw a coworker smash another fucking coworker in the face and it wasn't part of the job. Are you going to be like, hey, dude, everything's fine? Now, maybe once, but then you're like, hey, didn't that bitch drop someone? Didn't that bitch fucking injure this person? Didn't that? Yeah, no. Because here's the thing. People live in this fantasy world that WWE, they're not fucking human beings or it's something special. No. If your job isn't to get punched in the fucking face for a living and you get fucking punched in the face one time, like, because it happens with stuntmen, it happens in pro wrestling, it happens fucking hell and a lot of different things. Martial arts. You're just going through a fucking thing and you fucking punch the guy in the face. You're like, oh, bro, I'm really fucking sorry. But here's the thing. Even in martial arts, if you're fucking sparring, even boxing sparring, like, maybe 2-3 years ago, I used to be a sparring dummy for pro boxers. Like, you just go in there and you try to defend yourself, and they go over techniques, and you try to copy the fighter, and you can't hit him as hard as he can hit you because you're a sparring dummy. You're just there to make him practice the other fighters. You know what I mean? So a lot of times sparring dummies are a lot heavier. So, like, if you're a light heavyweight or a middleweight, you would go against a sparring dummy of a heavyweight. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, even that, if I punched them in the fucking face, legit, they would be pissed. So this whole thing, oh, they're not fucking pissed. Maybe once. Like, I legit got my job was to get beat up by really lightweight boxers. I would go in, I would try to copy the movements of their opponent, and I would get the shit kicked out of me. And maybe once I slipped the jab too much. You know what I mean? If I did it twice, they would have been pissed. And it's his fucking job to get punched in the face. So her to be like, oh, no, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine that their career is shortened. They're fine that they fucking probably have to get fucking facial surgery. They're fine that they missed one of the biggest pay-per-views of their fucking career. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's part of the game. It ain't ballet.
Right, and fucking, now, another criticism is, well, Brie Bella did something similar. She didn't get as much.
She should be fucking let go too.
Seth Rollins injured 3 wrestlers like John Cena, Finn Balor, and Sting, rather in quick succession. But he never got this kind of flack. There were never calls for him to maybe even be fired.
Well, here's the thing.
So why are you giving this to Nia Jax?
Because she's not talented. Like, here's the thing, and maybe I'm a hypocrite. But if Kana did it, I'd be like, oh, man, but she's so talented. What happened? If Seth Rollins did it, oh, man. And even during the AJ Styles thing, I think AJ Styles is one of the most talented wrestlers of all. Maybe you should drop the move. I don't, here's the thing. You can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh, my God, they did a flip-diddy-do in Mexico and they're stiff in Japan. You can't have it both ways. You're WWE, you're sports entertainment. You're fucking the lightest of the light in pro wrestling. You fucking no. You know what I mean? I just disagree. And I think talent does matter. And I think a track record does matter. And Seth Rollins, you got to pull him aside. Like, oh, is it a freak accident? Because here's the thing. If the ring rope snapped and they fell out of the ring and she landed on them, oh, that's a freak fucking accident. If it's, oh, fuck, but like punching someone in the face isn't a freak act. You know what I mean? I don't know. So to me,
yeah, Becky Lynch. In fact, I think there's at least four women. You got Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Zelina Vega, all been injured. I think too. let's see, 2 concussions now and 2 shoulder injuries. And maybe I'm missing a few more, so maybe the internet infantry, if you can help me out here. Is there any more than just those 4? I've heard Oscar's even been hurt to a point, to an extent, but I mean, but right now I think there's at least 4 that people are injuries that are being blamed on Nia Jax being reckless.
If I ran WWE, I'd just send her down to developmental. I would. And you have to stop having family connections as much and having more talent, you know. And I love Charlotte, but if Charlotte injured people over and over and over, I'd be like, hey, dude, we might have to fucking go to the drawing board. But yeah, and not only that, but she's trying to play it off as a character is fucking stupid. Everything about this is fucking stupid, you know. And yeah, I don't know. Talent. I know this is crazy, but WWE talent has to matter sometimes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, there's people that go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know, to me it doesn't make sense because if somebody has that kind of track record, why would you not want to make sure that they're safe? Because I mean, shouldn't that be your number 1 priority? You know, just let's just put wrestling out of the equation. Any company, I mean, any fucking company should safety be like your number 1 priority.
Well, I mean, if you're not military, probably yeah.
Well, even in the military, at least they prepare you. And,
that's true.
You know, they don't push you out the fucking helicopter and go, okay, go kill a bunch of fucking people. I mean, you got fucking guns and shit. They tell you, okay, here's the plan. You're gonna go from here to here, kill the Koopa Troopas here, and then come here and we'll pick you up, and take you home.
Yeah. I don't know. If it was me, if I ran the company, I'd send her down to NXT. And then if she couldn't get her shit together, I'd just cut her. And the thing is, I'm not even a fucking player hater. I think we need more women that look like her. You know what I mean? I think the women have to. Too early? What's that?
You think she was called up too early?
Yeah. But at the same, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So, well, you know what? Let's take a look at comments. What does the internet infantry have to say?
All right. Yuri Blake says, "What's up, Coco Crew?" With a kiss. Zach Rose says the crowd had no love for Nia Jax. To be honest, there's no excuse for what happened to Becky. Nia is negligent. I can't read tonight. I like Nia, but she should get more training and learn how to be safe. Heavy J says she needs to be let go. Wrestling might not be. Zach Rose says wrestling might not be ballet, but even I can pull a punch. It's really not hard to not break someone's face and give them a concussion. Yeah. Heavy J, what is Vince's obsession with giant Samoans? It's a shame Nia and Tamaya still have jobs, but Emma gets cut. Ronald Booth says Ryback defended her all week on Twitter. Yeah, because he's a piece of shit. Of course he would defend it. Go to the fucking UFC, Ryback. Like, I don't know. It would be like I don't know, because I've done martial arts, I've done boxing, and I've promoted pro wrestling. You know, I've seen behind the fucking curtain. To me, just shut the fuck up and fight. You know what I mean? It would be like me and you, Boo Boo. Like, let's say I took you to a boxing gym, and I said, all right, we're just going to fucking spar. We're going to go at 10%, and you're trying to knock me the fuck out. You're a fucking scumbag. Period. End of fucking story. Just fucking, he's a pussy. Ryback is a fucking pussy. He abuses fucking every fucking thing. And on top of that, he's like, oh, I'm a fucking badass. I'm this. Go to the fucking UFC. Just shut the fuck up and go. Fucking fight. And if you go to the UFC, I'll fucking salute you. And I'll be like, hey, dude, this motherfucker did it. But, you know, how much weight would you lose to make to the UFC? What would that weight cut be? So, fuck Ryback. Yeah, fucking really fight. Just shut the fuck up and really fight. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I respect the fuck out of pro wrestling. But when they get fucking retarded, you have to call them out on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here. It's like playing fucking Call of Duty and then fucking being like, hey, fucking I'm a sniper. Like, is this a real fucking conversation? Are we having a real fucking conversation here? All I'm saying, Ryback, is if you want to be respected as a tough guy, fucking fight. I don't know. Ryback's a piece of shit. Zach Rose says, do you hear about Shazza McKenzie saying how it's sexist to give Nia crap about punching Becky? Then everything is sexist.
Yeah, everything is
fucking.
No. I cannot stand these goddamn feminists when they do this shit, because it's like, oh, we're equal to men. We want to be treated the same as men, but the first goddamn second that they get some kind of fucking criticism, oh, well, that's fucking sexist. No. You can't have it both ways.
Well, here's the thing. I agree. Fucking just everything fucking sucks. But with that said, I love AJ Styles, and I'm a fan of Nia Jax. Both times they started injuring something, Boom Boom could tell you, I was pretty hard on AJ Styles. I thought he should get rid of the finisher. And Boom Boom's like, oh, fuck no. And I'm pretty consistent. If I like you or don't like you. I'm a huge AJ Styles fan. Huge. And man and woman. Like, and I wasn't saying fire AJ, and I'm not saying fire Nia Jax. I said AJ probably should get rid of the finisher, and that was very unpopular because at the time we were a very popular show. That was not a popular stance when it was come to the internet eventually. And I don't think we should fire Nia Jax. I think she should go down to NXT, and I think she should be trained. And if it keeps happening, you have to let her go. And here's the thing. I think we need women who look like her. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's politically correct or not. Because, like, I'm just tired of seeing Boom Boom. There was a time where every diva looked the same and we couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
But you could not tell the difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then all that, but women, especially athletes, women come in all different shapes and sizes. Fighters come in all shapes and sizes. So, to me, it makes me sad because if she was talented, I'd be behind her 120 fucking %. But she's not. And I'm not saying fire, but bring her down to NXT. What's that?
So, yeah, different body types makes it more interesting. And that same is true in the male world, so it's not sexist. I'm just saying, you just don't want to have everybody, like if all the guys were kind of muscular and had just the basic black trunks and that's what everybody looked like, yeah, it'd be boring. But now you've got, short, tall, fat, thin, just muscular, slim. I mean, you've got different types of body types. So when you see two competitors in the ring, there's a contrast there, and it makes things more interesting.
There was a time where this channel, it's safe to say, everyone on our site and this channel is pro Samoa Joe. We are very pro Samoa Joe thing. Oh, yeah, me and Boom Boom has been doing this for a long time. There was a time people said Samoa Joe couldn't be in the WWE because of his body. So it's not a woman thing. Ronald Booth, how do you defend that? Heavy J says, if you want talented big woman, you got Viper Niven and Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Piper Niven, who wrestles as Viper. Yeah, she's talented.
Yuri Blake, wrestling is just like politics. That's why no one working for the same company is going to condemn the actions of other colleagues unless the boss condemns them. Yeah.
That's like the best point. That's like the best point of the show.
Yeah, give yourself 3 Barry Horowitzes, Yuri Blake. Zach Rose says, women's wrestling needs more bigger women. We need more Bull Nakanos and AJ Kongs. I agree with that a fucking 120 fucking %. Because I don't think it's as much of a feminist issue as feminists want you to believe. I don't think so. Like, Awesome Kong, how much did we fucking mark the fuck out for her?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's a fucking, you have no talent, And that's the thing. You can't, when you have no talent, trust me, I know. When you have no talent, there's nothing you can spin. There's not like, oh, fuck, I'm too fat, or oh, fuck. You have no talent. Now, here's the thing. I'm being pretty hard on her, but I think she should still have a job down in NXT. I just think she should be training. You know what I mean? There's no way she should be on the main roster at all. And I'm rooting for her. You know what I mean? So, all right, Booms. Next story.
Next story here. And speaking of apologies and people who apologize, David Arquette. Yes, that David Arquette, the guy you saw in the Scream movies, the guy, you saw in Never Been Kissed, the guy you saw in other, let's see, other stories. Let's see.
Dude, all right, first off, Boom Boom, can I just say something? This might get some downvotes on this video. This might kick me out of the wrestling community. I love Ready to Rumble with all my fucking heart. Yep. I love every fucking thing about it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Of all time. Matter of fact, Bear Friend, we are going to watch Ready to Rumble. It's ridiculously awesome, and I love it. Absolutely. We got another one at Bear Friend. She's finally on Rocky 2. We're watching all the Rockies.
Nice.
So, all right.
But, okay, so if y'all, trust me, unless you've been under a fucking rock, this past weekend, David Arquette filled in for the injured Joey Ryan, and he wrestled at Joey Janela's LA Confidential event on Friday night in Los Angeles. He took on GCW champion Nick Gage in a hardcore match, and this quickly made its way onto the internet. Arquette got fucked up. There's no other way to describe it. I mean, he was hit with a pizza slicer. He got hit with a fluorescent light tube, got a gash on his neck, got pinned. It just went. I mean, the whole thing just went. It blew up. It went crazy. Some people try to say that Arquette kind of panicked in the middle of the match, or at the end of the match, and tried to shoot on Gage, and Gage wasn't having any of it. But anyway, Gage beats Arquette, and Arquette basically came back and said, you know, okay, this hardcore thing's not for me. But he actually did issue, believe it or not, an apology. And I was kind of wondering, well, why did you issue an apology? It's not like you did. I mean, Arquette has been wrestling. In fact, there was about a month or two ago, a video that surfaced from Mexico where he was wrestling down in Mexico under a mask, doing in a Lucha Libre match. And while it wasn't absolutely just mind-blowing, it was pretty good. It was, at least in my opinion, it was pretty good. The way it was looking, from what little bit I saw, it was pretty good. He's been wrestling, been doing that. The guy's like 47 years old, and that's not a joke. That's a shoot. And he wound up issuing an apology. And if you'll indulge me for a second, it's only 2 paragraphs, but I'll read it here. He said, as some of you might have seen, last week I was injured in a wrestling death match. I wanted to make sure to address the photos and videos that have surfaced from the event, as this is not the type of wrestling you watch on TV. I knew it was violent and potentially bloody, but I truly did not know the extent of what I was participating in. However, I take responsibility for putting myself in that situation. For the last 6 months, I've been training and competing in indie matches around the country, as wrestling is a passion of mine. I want to state again that this is not traditional sport, and I have the utmost respect for that sport. I want to apologize to the professional wrestling world for any negative attention this may have brought forth over the weekend, and I have zero plans to be involved in a match like this again. I want to thank all of my fans, friends, and family for their love and support over the last few years. I'm looking forward to getting back into the ring under much different circumstances in the near future. However, my priority and full-time dedication will always be to acting and producing. I look forward to sharing some of my exciting new projects in 2019. With love, David Arquette.
That's not bad, I guess, because here's the thing. I didn't watch the match, but when I saw the headlines, I was like, oh my God, kayfabe works. You know what I mean? I thought it was just a kayfabe thing and tricking the people, but yeah, I don't know. Let him live his life. I thought it was classy. I have always thought David Arquette handled everything with class.
I really don't feel like he needed to apologize. I mean, he got it. I think he just realized he was in over his head. I guess he was worried about any kind of potential backlash from that and didn't want people to think, whoa, is this what pro wrestling on the independent?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's just the mainstream media picked it up and tried to be like, oh, it's fucking horrible. And he didn't want that to be, you know what I mean? It would be like being a super celebrity, and then you're like, oh, I want to do something. And then the media is like, oh, that thing you do is horrible. You'd be like, oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I tip my hat to you, Mr. Arquette. I've always enjoyed you, and I don't know. You know what? Out of all the horrible things that Russo did, I don't even think Arquette winning the title's the worst. I don't think Arquette winning the title's in the top 10. That's the one everyone remembers. What's the one thing Russo did that was the worst? I think is when he won the title in a little football helmet. That
Yeah,
was the fucking worst.
Yeah, Russo had the title for like a week.
God, I used to love WCW so much, dude. I was gonna go dark, but I know what it feels like to lose someone suffering on a deathbed because I was a WCW fan from day one. They were great. At one time, they were great. History is not going to show that. Fanboys ain't going to remember how great they were. WWE rewrote history. Yeah. It's a sad day. All right, let's go to some more live comments and do. Yuri Blake says, hi, Bear Friend. Bear Friend. Yuri Blake says hi, and we got to watch Ready to Rumble.
Okay.
She said okay. Heavy J says, Dario's back. It's fan club time. Yeah, where the fuck is Sammy? Where the fuck is Sammy? He's on cruise with Chris Jericho.
Ready for a wedding.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he getting married?
Yeah, he's getting married.
Fucking it. Dude, are you going to the wedding?
I haven't got an invite yet. I don't think he set a date yet. They just got back,
listen,
from Chris Jericho's cruise.
Boom, boom. You have a fucking mission, okay?
Okay.
This is your fucking mission. By the way, a lot of the internet infantry want us to go on a cruise. They want us to like do a Koco cruise where if Jericho does on the cruise, we all go. Possibility. Second thing is, Boo Boo, if you go to this fucking wedding and he says, is there any objections or whatever they fucking say in America land? I want you to stand up and mention the fan club. Be like, he has not delivered on the fan club. We were going to do Dario's fan club where we Xeroxed shit and sent it to you with a membership card. This is the greatest idea. And Sammy said, let me quote. Let me run. I'll be Sammy. Don't worry. I won't let anyone down. I'll be in charge of this. This will be my baby, and it will be the greatest moment of my life. Exact words. Exact words. Sammy fucking let us all down. Sammy failed. So, Boo Boo, if you go to Sammy's wedding, can you give an internet infantry promise that sometime during the wedding you mention the fan club?
Yes, I will mention the fan club.
Does anyone object? You need to stand the fuck up. Stand up for Dario.
He fulfilled his obligation to the Dario Cueto fan club.
Exactly.
Goddamn Kinkos right now. Let's put this shit out.
Oh my god. I wonder because it would cost about 600 to
and girls.
Interesting. That's a lot of fucking rules. Okay, I think the stream's working now.
Yeah, we're back now. But that's
all right. Sorry for those that lost it. We just lost our 4 or 5 viewers. Sorry. Hopefully it's not on my end. All right, Booms. Here's the thing. What's the list of words again? I was too busy fighting with the stream.
Okay. One more time. Those of you playing along at home, it is belt, feud, strap, fat, hospital, kill, hate, stupid, hell, ass, violence, fake, revenge, number one contender, in the back, national television, DQ, spot, and girls.
Some of them I agree with, but some of the more sporty ones I don't. Like number one contender and all that. Like what? It's so stupid. So yeah. Yeah, I could understand that. Girls, fat, stupid, fake. Those all make sense. You know what I mean? Title, strap, whatever. Call it whatever you want. Championship belt. Just make it seem valuable. But yeah, like number one contender. Yeah. Who would say national TV? We're on national. Like, who the fuck would say that? It's worldwide internet.
Well, I guess maybe because they're doing a lot of stuff with the WWE Network, they don't want to think it's just people are just watching on television.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying who would say that in his time and age. That's like saying he banned the word 8-track. Like, all right. I don't know,
Okay.
number one contender and stuff like that bothers me. There's a couple that bother me, but what can you do?
Belt, maybe, because, okay, it's a championship title. Feud, I don't understand. Strap, I guess that goes back to the belt and championship. Fat, I mean, I guess maybe like body shaming or something. I don't know. Hospital, I think maybe they always say like local medical facility. I guess, and this is just me just, kind of just brainstorming, putting it out there. They don't want to say hospital because they don't want to bring any, I don't want to say publicity, but I guess that maybe they say, okay, they sent so-and-so to the hospital. Well, they may live in a town where there's only one hospital and they don't want people going to that hospital to go check on to see if the superstar is really hurt or not.
Well, maybe it makes their staff look bad. I
mean, that's just.
Yeah, I'm thinking it makes your staff look bad and maybe it looks way more dangerous. Like if I was them, I'd just say our medical team in the back is looking at them because that's what they would say in the NFL.
You can't say in the back now. In the back is one of the banned words.
Really? Jesus Christ! How the fuck can they talk? Yeah. He's being checked out by our medical staff. We'll keep you updated.
Because
here's the thing: is the adding to the hospital, is that even adding to the story? He's injured. We got it. You know what I mean? Because here's to me, like when and maybe this is why they banned hospital. If they're like, oh, they're looking at our medical staff in the back, and they're looking at with our medical staff, forget them back. To me, that seems like, oh, I could still live in this universe. And then they're like, oh, we're sending them to the hospital. They're like, bitch, for real? You're going to the hospital? You don't even got fucking health insurance, and you're going to the goddamn hospital? Yeah, I could see it.
Kill, I can understand. Maybe it would just depend on the context. Like, I guess you wouldn't want somebody to say on national television, "Oh, I'm going to kill you," but you could say, "Oh man, that killed, right, man, that was killer. That was, it was a good line. Oh my god, that was so good, man. That just absolutely killed."
Yeah, but I think with the PC culture, if they're like, "Oh, he's killed, he's dead," like they would just be like, "Think of the feelings of the children." Like it's just like, "Oh, fuck it, dude. We want to keep Snickers happy. Don't even fucking say the word."
Yeah, hate. Again, okay, sir, I strenuously dislike you. It doesn't quite have it.
Yeah.
Stupid. No. I mean, come on. You can't call someone stupid. I mean, come on. Hell, so no more hell in a cell. Ass.
Oh, you can't say hell?
Yeah, you can't say hell.
That's weird.
So no more hell in a cell, I guess. Rage in a cage is what they're going to have to call it because that was the original ideas for it.
IPW.
Yeah, ass. So there goes Billy Gunn.
Oh, yeah. Poor bastard.
Violence. I mean, this is a professional wrestling company, Dave. We can't use the word violence.
Yeah, well, they want to be bigger than Disney.
Yeah.
That's what Stephanie's said.
Fake. Now I can maybe kind of understand.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. But when a bad guy's like, oh, the bad guy grabbed, he's like, oh, so you can't say, oh, he's faking a knee injury to get out of this match. Revenge. I mean, God, that's like 99% of professional wrestling.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of weird fucking things. But here's the thing. I had some weird rules. We never say non-title. Every title, we just wouldn't have non-title matches. Here's the thing. If there's ever an ACW or Florida Underground or TAP or whatever, fucking the 8,000 companies that I helped build in Florida, if any of them ever said, oh, it's a non-title match, just know I did not have the book. We did not have non-title matches. That was insane. So we had no non-title matches. That was hard to say. You couldn't make fun of the fans for being wrestling fans. You can make fun of them for being fat, stupid, and that. And the reason we had that rule is because people really, really bad indie heels would be like, you're a stupid fucking wrestling fan, and Mark. And here's the thing. Pro wrestling as a fan is escapism. And here's the thing. You have a guy sit in front row. And he's like, I'm having fun. I'm booing the heel. I'm cheering the fucking face. Or if you're booking right, that's happening, And then out of nowhere, the heel goes, well, you're just a stupid fucking fan, you fucking idiot. And then all the other fans laugh because they want to feel special. You know what that guy thinks instantly? He's like, you're right. I am a stupid fucking fan. Why am I here? And guess what? That's one less ticket next week. That's two less tickets next week. You know what I mean? And it's just so I had some weird rules. What else was I forget, but those were the two major ones. So yeah, I had a couple rules just because like you know what your audience wants. You know the product you want to represent. You know, because to me, a non-title match, I don't care if it's New Japan, Lucha Underground, or NXT, and these right now are my three favorite promotions to watch. My mind's like, oh, it's not important. You got a 5-star match. If the title's not on the line, I start daydreaming. Whatever, dude. It's not important. So there you go. And I want to apologize for technical difficulties. We're back, so a lot of people say it.
Number one contender. I mean, how do you say who's next in line for the okay? Was that what you say? Well, next in line to get a chance at the championship will be,
Well, I imagine it. I hate the fact that they do that because then it's taken away the fact that it's a sport. But I think the reason they do that is so that they can always surprise you and give you shitty booking, and it'd be like, oh, you'll never know what's going to happen in WWE. Yeah, because you don't know because you can't tell a fucking story. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Number one contender, I guess, would imply that it's a sport that people have earned an opportunity to compete for the championship. But when you don't have that, it could just literally be any Johnny-come-lately who wants to come out of the locker room and just go, okay, I'm wrestling for the title now. Well, why? Because I fucking said so. Well, but you didn't earn it. You haven't wrestled any matches. Well, I don't care. Damn it, I'm on the pay-per-view now.
Yeah.
In the back, I could get around that. Maybe I could get around that by saying, like I just said earlier, in the locker room, I guess make it feel more like a sport, instead of saying in the back. Like national television, we talked about DQ. I mean, that's just short for disqualification. Do I just have to say disqualification now?
Yeah. I don't know.
Spot, I guess maybe I can understand. And girl. Now,
yeah, I wouldn't say girl.
Girls, I guess maybe on the context of it. I mean, if you said like girls in like a demeaning way, it's like, oh well, look at them. They're just a bunch of look at those the female athletes. They're a bunch of girls out there. No, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, what if they're like a young female fan? A young female.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. I think maybe I'm thinking that's more towards the talent. I don't think it's towards the fans, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I would just say ladies just to be safe, but I guess you couldn't use girls in like a demeaning way. Like it's like, oh, aren't they cute out there wrestling? They're just a bunch of little girls. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say that, but could they call each other girls? I mean, we've had guys, we call each other our boys.
Yeah, maybe that's for that team. I wouldn't have the announce team call them girls.
Mm-hmm.
I see their point on that one. I'm leaning towards that. The fan thing, though, that kind of threw me for a loop. That'd be like, yeah. So I guess you could call them young ladies. Hey, look at that young lady. Sounds a little bit creepy, but yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
All right, more questions, and let's wrap this bad boy up.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. People are making. Yuri Blake says, "Pay your damn internet, Coco." Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I did switch internet companies, so I'm a little worried. And Zach Rose says, I personally hate the word champ. I don't know. I liked when Ali said, the champ is here. The champ is here. And then I like it as an insult. Like, hey, what's up, champ? What you doing, champ? So, yeah, overall. So, hey, sorry there was some technical difficulties. We might have to fix stuff in the end. I'll check out the replay. I just want to plug one thing before Boom Boom goes to his plugs. I will be playing Koco Plays Fire Pro Wrestling tonight. Okada versus Brock Lesnar, WWF title, Survivor Series ring. It'll be on in like 10 seconds after this. So if you want, you can go to the Koco Plays channel, subscribe, like, comment. I waste a lot of time there. So we play NHL, 2D platformers, and Fire Pro Wrestling. And I try every day, the 42nd episode, over 100 matches. I try every day to do a match with Okada. And there's 97 storylines with one dude. So be there. there. Booms, plug the usual shit, and let's wrap this bad boy up.
Well, to everybody, be sure to join us on KocoSports.com. That's KocoSports.com. It's your home for combat sports, where the world goes to kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Be sure to like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell because, well, we get these shows out when we can, and you need to be notified when we're going live. Ask us any questions down here in the comments. We'll try to get back to them as soon as we can. And just thanks for being a fan.
Yeah, and slowly but surely, we're trying to rebuild it. There's rumblings that LK is going to come back. We're trying to get the staff back together, and we're just trying to get stuff together. But we've had such a shitty run since one of us got depressed and did absolutely nothing and just walked away. Booms, why'd you get depressed and walked away? Explain yourself to the Internet Infantry.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're hopefully having one good last run. We're a bunch of old men that like yelling. We're going to have one last good run, Booms. So we're setting everything up, but no promises because we fucked up a lot. Not enough companies say that. You know? But hopefully we'll improve. Koco Plays, KocoSports, BoomBoomWearStockings.net. Anything else, Boom Boom?
Nope, you got it.
All right. We'll be back soon. When? I don't know, but we're hoping to do this more. With that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum,